We're going to bring Williams back along with Gino Johnson to talk to us a little bit about charitable gaming. There's my dancer. Keep dancing, Williams. You're late.
This is Gino Johnson. He's going to do all talking. Hey, take it.
Just what I need, a good wingman. Charitable gaming. I had the pleasure of going to a charitable gaming conference put on by the state of Indiana.
The left hand don't know what the right hand did.
Just like Gary and I. It's perfect. I'll start this off with quoting the attorney for the charitable gaming folks. We don't like these laws, you don't like these laws, but we got to live with these laws. And you all need to go to the legislature and get these laws changed. And that's pretty much what he said.
Verbatim, that's what he said.
So these laws are pretty damn goofy. We have a large bingo hall. We've talked about that. We have to really watch ourselves even more than the average charitable group because we are under scrutiny. We have a very large operation. There's a lot of things that we can't do, and I'll let Gary kind of talk about that because he can be the bad guy.
Well, actually, what really changed was the people that regulated gaming was the revenue side of the world. As long as we paid them on a regular basis, they didn't get too excited. Now gaming is taken over by the gaming police, if you will. They aren't really concerned about revenue. They're concerned about you obeying all the laws. Even though you don't know what the law might be. You get 5 of them in a room, and 3 out of the 5 can't agree on the answer to your question. So that puts us in a bad spot. We have to be very careful. Raffle isn't in our vocabulary. The last time that I said, so. But we have to be very careful what we're doing because you would think that down in Davis County, southern end of the state, if they had a county event and had a little donation going on and a gaming cop walks in, that can shut the bingo hall down. There you go. These guys, I'm afraid, are a little more serious than that. It's not the good old days, guys. Every little thing we do puts the whole organization at risk right now. And until some of the laws are changed, some of the laws are interpreted in different ways, we have to be very cognizant of how we operate and how we do things. If you have any question about it, don't hesitate to get a hold of us, and I'll get a hold of Gino. See that, the finger point? Because I'll ask the question, and that's what we're doing. We're playing them off at each other a lot of times. I'll ask a question, Tina will ask a question, Gino will ask a question, and we'll see if we can get 2 out of the 3 same answers. And we're beginning to learn who to ask the questions of to get the answer that we want.
One of the things that you got to realize, too, that I didn't know, so I went to this conference, that particular division of the state is self-funded. What do you think that means?
They make money on our mistakes.
They make money on our mistakes. The first violation, and it doesn't take much to get to the first violation, $1,000. The second violation is $5,000. They shared with us, typically when they find violations, it's 4 or 5 easy violations. 25, 30 grand real quick, guys. This is serious. What's that?
You mentioned the word poker right a while ago.
I didn't. Jay did that. I would never say that word.
Porker.
Now, okay, let's talk about that. We can't really have poker runs unless they are licensed. Jay mentioned that in conjunction with an event, the Miracle Ride, which has a separate gaming license, which actually has a legal poker run. We don't have poker runs in this organization. We have poker runs, we have all sorts of runs, bike runs, Mark likes bike runs. We don't have 50-50s that find their way into minutes of meetings. We don't have raffles. I mean, one of the things that struck me is if you have an event and you have a door prize and you charge for your event, that's gaming. I never thought that was gaming, but that's gaming according to them because there's a chance. Because you paid some money for a chance to win something. So anytime there's money involved, there's a good chance those guys are going to interpret it as gaming. And if one of those guys needs to get a little extra money for the organization that month, they're going to be out looking at us.
But I walk in off the street and I want a ticket.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay.
Member donation.
Yeah, we don't.
So you're saying at our events, when a person helps us, pays his entry fee, we give them a door prize tickets, that's
That's
gaming.
gaming. Did everybody hear that?
That's,
When somebody walks in and says, I'd like to give you some money so I can come into your event, and we say, great, come on in, and by the way, here's a ticket because we're going to give away some door prizes. That's gaming.
You just give them a door prize.
It's